Good morning, MCMS parents. I'm Miss Popple, your Family Engagement Coordinator. I'm here today with Miss Amanda DeVerger, the Academic Coach for MCMS. We're here to talk about an exciting program called IXL. It's a program with an emphasis on mathematics and language arts, and Miss DeVerger is going to explain how you can help your students use this program at home to increase their proficiency in math as well as language arts by providing them extra assistance. I'm going to let Miss DeVerger take it over from here.
Hi parents. So I wanted to take a moment to introduce you to IXL, an online learning platform that we use to reinforce mathematics and English language arts curriculum. The program allows us to individualize the learning experience for students so that they can work at their own pace to master the material that we cover. To reinforce what your child has learned at school, have them practice on IXL at home. Your child has unlimited access to all IXL grade levels of mathematics and English language arts. Students can sign into IXL from any device that is connected to the internet. From a school-issued Chromebook, students can click on the IXL icon, which is located on their ClassLink webpage. ClassLink automatically opens when clicking on Google Chrome browser from their Chromebook. From a home computer, cell phone, or tablet, students will first need to log into their school Google or Gmail account by going to Gmail or Google.com. To sign in to Gmail or Google, they'll use their student-issued login, which is their first name dot last name at student.macintosh.k12.ga.us, and their password is a 9-digit password that was issued by the school. So a little bit about IXL. So IXL breaks down topics into progressive skills for each grade level and content area and provides immediate feedback with question-specific explanations for every incorrect answer. This makes it easy for your child to practice the material that he or she needs to fill in learning gaps, keep up with class, and even advanced in topics areas of interest. So by progressive, we mean that one of the skills may be very basic. So for example, it may just ask what is an integer or to choose the integer from a list. And then the next skill may go to applying the integer. So which integer applies to a certain situation. So I'll take a minute to show you what it looks like when the students first log in. They see what's called a dashboard. And so on their dashboard, you see objectives or skills that have been assigned from their teacher. You see recent skills when you click on this tab that they have been working on. And then the program makes recommendations as well. So that's under the recommendation tab. If you scroll down a little bit further on the same page, it also shows kind of a weekly recap. So it shows how many questions the students answered this week, how much time they spent practicing this week, and how many skills or objectives that they have mastered this week. And then at the bottom, you see some awards and badges that the program awards the students for their work and progress. There is also another tab that's titled Recommendations. So if you're just wanting your student to practice and work on things at home to improve their skill in either mathematics or language arts, they can go to the Recommendations tab that you see here. And from here, the program makes recommendations for math. So this symbol means math, or from language arts. And this symbol with the open book means language arts. And it just makes recommendations on certain skills that your student needs to work on to become fluent in that category or that area. There's also an analytics page, which we'll talk more about in just a minute. But on the analytics page, it breaks down sort of the same information that we saw in the weekly recap, except this is yearly recap. So it shows the number of questions, the time spent, and the number of skills mastered in that school year, not just for that week. Okay, so let's take a look at what IXL practice looks like in real time. So you can see at the top of the screen, I am on the Learning tab, and so you can choose from here to either go to Math or Language Arts. And currently I'm in the Math section, and so you can see that all students have access to every grade level from pre-K all the way up to high school courses, and all of the skills within them are free for them to use for practice. So let's just pick one. And so let's just go in the middle. Let's go 7th grade, and I click on see all 345 skills. And the first thing I want to point out is how they're categorized. And so you can see that like integers is A, operations with integers is B, ratios, rates, and proportions are L. And so that's what they're going to see in the grade book. So let's say a teacher assigns them IXL M2, for example. Then to find that, they would go to the 7th grade library, like we are, 7th grade math, and then they would find the letter M, and then they would go to objective or skill number 2 and complete that. So I'm just going to go with integers. So if we are doing understanding integers, so our teacher assigned us 7th grade A1, we would click on that, open it up, and here it's asking us about positive and negative numbers, which are what integers are essentially. And so let's say that your student is working here, but then they say, I don't get it. I'm confused. I need some help. Well, you have several options here. So the first one I want to point out is learn with an example. So if you click on learn with an example, then it is going to give a little mini lesson on how to complete the practice for this objective or skill. So learn with an example, here's the question. It gives you a different question than the one that you were asked in the practice. There's the solution, so it kind of walks you through how to get the answer. If this is still not enough, then it says looking for more, try this. And so when I clicked on the lesson for integers, you have 3 options that pop up. So there are 3 more lessons to help your student understand what are integers. And so this is kind of what I was meaning by the objectives being progressive, or the lessons being progressive. So for example, to do this A1 objective of understanding integers, they have to know what an integer is, and they probably have to know where to find it on a number line and things like that. So that's what these 3 lessons are for. So it kind of goes backwards some, sort of fill in the gaps to help teach them the missing information that they need to be successful for A1. So you have 3 lessons here that you can go to for help. And so if we go back to practice, and let's just say that your student still is not understanding, then you have a third option here for watch a video. So when you click on this, it's going to bring up a text box on top of the screen with a video that's going to help try to teach them what integers are and how to do this particular type of problem. So another thing I want to point out on this particular screen, it does show you how many questions they've answered for this skill or objective. It tells you how much time they have spent working on this skill, and then it gives you a SMART score. And so this SMART score is out of 100, like a typical assignment would be graded. The SMART score is actually not a percentage or a standard scoring system, but it's based on a unique algorithm that understands the learning process. The SMART score takes into account not only the number of questions a student has answered correctly or incorrectly, but also the difficulty of the problems and the student's ability to answer the problem correctly with consistency. The benefit of the system is that the score will adapt no matter how many questions your child answers, ensuring that every student always has the possibility of reaching his or her SMART goal. So, we want you to be involved in your child's education, and IXL can really help you be connected. And you don't have to be fluent in all of these skills yourself, because like I showed you, there's examples and videos and mini lessons that can help your student out if they're struggling. I hope this video has provided you with the necessary information for utilizing IXL at home. If you have additional questions about the program, please feel free to contact me, Amanda DeVerger, at 912-437-8876, or you can email me at adeverger@macintosh.k12.ga.us. Thank you for all you do to support us at MCMS.